Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Friday Internet Marketing. And here I am back in my office with my crazy paper behind me. Biggest sticky notes you've ever seen. That's what somebody called them recently, and I couldn't agree more. I mean, they're huge, and, I don't know, I still have more room to go, though. I could put more up there, you see? I could do it. I could put more up there, just saying. I have more walls. See? I got more. There's plenty more to go. I'm a visual learner. That's me. And I need to see things. If I can't see them, I get easily confused. And so what we have here is me trying to get my thoughts in order for how to move forward in our company. And I have, I think, two kind of business conceptual topics I want to briefly cover today. But it looks like people are coming in. It's so great to see you. I think I have set up the chat right. I hope I have. I hope I have set it up right. But the general, so at any rate, yeah, I think that we have the anonymous chat on. If I post a link, hopefully you will get it. You get that visual thing from me. Oh, really? That's interesting. That's good to know. I would believe that. I totally believe that. It sounds like you can hear me this week, which is awesome. I don't know. Technology is crazy. But yeah, so at any rate, it is now March, and I'm still putting together my 2012 marketing plan. And that, as a small business owner, you run into that problem, I think, a lot, because you're doing so many other things that sometimes I think it would be so awesome to be a chief marketing officer of a large company or a CEO of a large company, because then you're just that big thinker. You're just the big thinking person all day long. But as a small business owner, right now I'm working on building our website, and I'm building the website. I could have hired somebody, but one thing led to another, and I spent all day working on oh my gosh, it's Ray Kraus, my man. Ray, it is great to see you. Man, I love it. I love your coming over here. That is the best. So at any rate, there's just so much to do as a small business owner, and you fit the conceptual stuff in the cracks. But what I can tell you is this, that there are parts of my marketing plan that are on autopilot, that I know that they work. And so while I'm crafting maybe what I'm going to be doing for more marketing in 2012, there are things that I just am doing automatically. And the biggest thing is blogging. I blog 3 times a week at the at the Sage Rock blog. Show you. Hold on. Wait a second. Let me turn this off. Did you like the music intro? I think that was illegal. I didn't intentionally mean to do that. I was just trying to get pumped up for the, for the big shindig, and I was listening to club music, because I'm really into club music right now. I can't get enough of it. It really just gets me going. But at any rate, then I'm like, oh, well, I bet the people in the, in the audience can groove to it too. But at any rate, so I blog 3 times a week here. Today's blog post was on this guy, Brad Kosolowski. Did you guys see this? Do you see that image? The tweet was fire, my view. And he took a picture of an accident happening at, I think, the Daytona NASCAR race. He gained 100,000 followers in 2 hours. And then I love this tweet too. Somebody wrote to him while he's racing and said, "How did you get this pic?" And he wrote back, while driving, "I took it." Now, he was not tweeting while he was in a race. He was tweeting in the down times, I guess. I didn't see the race. But this was, this blew my mind, and it blew the mind of the NASCAR people. David Higdon here, NASCAR spokesman, said he distinguished himself in being the poster child for an engaging athlete, the type of athlete that the fans really connect to in a multitude of ways, and connect is the secret word there. He took an opportunity to reach out to his fans, and people loved it. And then in the article here, I go on and I talk about the last post that Britney Spears did. Batman and Spider-Man came over yesterday to wish the boys happy Valentine's Day. If you're a Britney Spears fan, I like her tunes, right? I'll definitely listen to a Britney Spears song, for sure. I mean, I wouldn't say that, like, she's my, rising sun of my world or anything like that, but, I'm into her. And, look, there's just something about that it's just so cool. And you know why this is cool? Because you can feel, like, the connection. Because, like, look at those kids, what they're wearing. It's what every kid in America wears, Britney Spears is a multi-millionaire, fancy, beautiful rock star, and her kids wear the same clothes my kids wear. And then, Batman and Spider-Man, now that's cool, I gotta say, but, I could probably get that done, right? And then look at her porch, a nice porch, but it looks like a porch I've seen in many a town. The grass is like regular grass. There's just a connection there. You're just like, wow, check it out. There's Britney's kids, and it's connecting. And the point of the article is that it's not just celebrities and rock stars and race car drivers that can connect. We can all connect, because the fact of the matter is we are social beings, and we want to connect to people, and we want to know about the people that we work with and that sort of thing. I was talking to Rocky, my wife, and I said, we just want to know about anything. And I said, whether it's Britney Spears or this NASCAR driver or a homeless crack addict, and she's like, go get me the homeless crack addict. I would so watch his tweet feed. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you want to know what the life of a homeless crack addict is like? Tell me that's not mildly interesting. And it's mildly interesting because we are social people. We like people. We do. I swear we do. Sometimes we don't like to think we do, but we do. We watch Jersey Shore, Big Brother, all of those shows because we are curious about the other human beings. We're just like, we watch them. Like we are curious because we connect to them. And I'm telling you, not all animals are social animals. There are true loner animals, and there are loner humans for sure. But as by and large, we are social people. And so you want to connect. And I encourage you all. We all want to know about each other. I'm telling you, we do. We do. So that's that. But at any rate, there were a couple articles that came out. Let me see. Chris Brogan is what is he? He's a blogger that is highly popular. And here, I'll try and put the link here to his blog. So Chris Brogan. If you didn't get that link, let me know, but I think you should have. So he wrote an article today, or this week, March 1st, that said, don't take a bad deal, okay? And so what the article was this. I've met some very interesting people in prison ministry. There you go. See, that's exactly right. I would like to know about those. I have a childhood friend, actually, that is spending 30 years in prison. And, now, obviously, I have connections with him, but I'm very interested in knowing what prison life is like, Yeah. So at any rate, I could tell you all about that too someday, but on to this story, So the article was don't take a bad deal, and the gist of it was that I guess, I don't know if he was having some financial difficulty or something like that, and he was trying to get that fixed, and he took some deals that he now regrets. And he says, barring impending homelessness or a rush to get a kid an operation paid for, there's probably no great time to take a deal that you don't want. Regret is a really tricky emotion. It breeds all kinds of other emotions that aren't very useful. It brings up contempt and generally doesn't put you in a good state. All right? Keep that in mind. Let's go over to, hey, Chris, the links are shown properly. Woohoo! I love it. I love it. Good news. And I have my new internet connection, which I'm pretty excited about. Let's see. Click on Seth's head to read his blog. Okay. So yeah, so I'm hoping that the whole thing should be pretty good. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find this article. I should have pulled it up ahead of time. Ashamed. Let's see. Hold on. Come on, man. Come on, computer. You can do it. Okay. Let's see. Was this it? Fade or gain? No. Okay. But Seth Godin had... No, I can't. Perfect and impossible. I can't find it. But he had a similar article that was basically on the gist that you shouldn't... let's see, site reading. Nope, it wasn't this. All right, I can't find it. But at any rate, he had a very similar type of article. And what interests me is that these guys write these articles from experience. They're not just regurgitating things from their from what they read in a book. And what I can tell you is that what I think they're saying is, don't do things just for money. I think that is the general gist, and I get it because I'm kind of unwinding out of a pretty uncomfortable situation that I did just for money. Well, in all honesty, the work was very interesting, but I did not think it was going to go well just because I didn't work well with the person. But it was a lot. It was a nice amount of money. And now looking back, I think, boy, why did I put myself through that stress? Because it was money. And now what I would suggest is that obviously money in business is key, is crucial. But if it's just for money, and there are no other redeeming factors, you probably do not want to do it. Especially if there are negative factors. Chris Brogan in his article said something along the lines of, you just don't want to compromise for a short-term gain. It's too much energy. You suck too much energy out of your soul for that kind of thing. And you maybe you've experienced that. If you have not experienced it, I will, it's easier said than done, When a lot of money stares you down in the face, you suddenly start thinking about all the things you could buy with it. And the other thing is, too, you'll sometimes say, oh, well, yeah, that could be really stressful and it might be a painful time period, but think of all the money. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Your life is not worth that. I don't think, right? You don't want to live your life that way. And so, that is the lesson learned. The links, oh yeah, good. I read that twice already. So, boy, some ambulance going on over here. I want to show you something. I want to see if you can see that. Can you see, let me see if I can get the saturation right on this. Do you see outside? No, come on. Hold on, let me see if I can move this. Okay. Do you see that? There's a billboard right out my window, and they put up the Dalai Lama on the billboard. He's like right behind me. I feel like the Dalai Lama is looking over my shoulder. I mean, he literally is looking over my shoulder. I mean, It's it. You could see him better. There's rain on the window there, and it's kind of blurring it. But it reminds me of this billboard that was in the book The Great Gatsby, and the billboard had this guy wearing glasses, and he was representative of being, of him watching over things, And I just think it's so crazy that that's what I think too. It should be good karma. I agree. I mean, how bad? I mean, that you can't. Who gets a big, huge Dalai Lama behind them? I'm gonna try and get that. Incidentally, when they take it down, I've talked to him about. There were once some McDonald's pancakes that were super delicious that I really wanted, and I went to talk to the person who was taking it down, and he was like, yeah, you could probably call our office, because a lot of times we just take these and put them in the warehouse. So, but the Dalai Lama, that's what I want. I want a huge Dalai Lama. I don't know what I'm going to do with him, but I'll figure out something. I love it. Oh, so at any rate, those are the thoughts that I've been thinking about. Why don't we just dig right into the world of internet marketing and see what is happening? What is happening in the world of internet marketing? Okay. I read a book, which is kind of unusual for me these days. I used to read a lot. I don't read much anymore. But I did just read this book. I read The Hunger Games, and I read it on my Kindle. And I got to say, I don't know if any of you are Kindle users, but man, am I hooked to my Kindle. Oh, man, I love it. Let me get you this link. Okay, hold on. Okay. So The Hunger Games is a book that has been turned into a movie and is going to be coming to theaters near you at the end of March 23rd, I guess. So at any rate, the article is this. Hold on, let me see if I can. Lionsgate. Hold on. Let me close some windows here. And then blow some things up so I can make it a little bigger so you can see it. So it says, Lionsgate announced a campaign Wednesday for fans of The Hunger Games to unlock free advanced screenings of the upcoming film by tweeting specific hashtags related to their nearby cities. To generate buzz for the upcoming film, the studio launched a campaign 24 days before the film's March 23rd release. You can read all of this, but to find out which hashtag is related to certain cities, such as Philadelphia, Hunger Games 24 PHI, Boston, Hunger Games BOS. You can see these different hashtags, and then you can win like tickets to these screenings. And so they're doing all kinds of interesting things. But then they also had a blog. So they have a blog dedicated to the fashion of the time. The fashions in the movie. So that's, kind of an interesting thing. Capital Couture, it's called. And so they're just building relationships to this movie in so many interesting ways. And what this blog is actually a blog for the world of this game. So it says, 74th Hunger Games tickets now on sale and set to sell out last two games combined. So you can see it's just kick off your shoes and kick off the season with road art. So you can see it's not talking about the movie. It's talking about the story. And I think they're doing some really, really cool, powerful things, getting you connected to this movie. And so that's pretty interesting. They have 12 Facebook pages for each of the districts. There's 12 districts in this world, okay? And they've put out 12 Facebook pages for each of those districts. They have really done some fascinating things, and what the point of this is that we can all learn from these movies. We can all learn ideas. We can get ideas from this stuff. We don't obviously all work for the movie industry, but we can certainly get inspired from different things that they are doing, you know. Like, for example, that Britney Spears picture of her kids. So I don't know if you'd feel comfortable taking pictures of your kids and putting them on Twitter. I've certainly done it. If you put them on Facebook, you know, they're out there. But the thing that I oftentimes hear people say is, oh, well, nobody would care about my family. Who would care? Trust me, they would care. And so, you know, by Britney Spears putting those pictures out of her kids with Batman and Spider-Man, she is just yet again connecting people to her. That makes the connection more powerful. And we can do that too. I mean, we're not all Britney Spears, you know, thank goodness, right? I mean, she leads kind of a crazy life. I mean, it sort of could be fun, I don't know, but I really would like to be a rock star, I gotta say. But we don't have to be rock stars. We don't have to be actors. We can just be who we are, and people want to connect with us. And you know, we're inclined to say, well, why would they want to? Well, they want to because it's the human condition. We want to connect with other humans. I believe that we have spent the last 60 years bolted to our couch staring mindlessly at a TV, not because it was the most awesome thing that we ever could do with our lives, but we did it instead because it was cheap and easy. Getting together with friends is expensive and hard, and so it's just the default thing. When you're tired and you want to unwind, sit down in front of the TV. Well, this is good. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Word. That is true. That is right. That's exactly right. So we now, with social media, have a direct competitor to TV. And in fact, we don't even have to stop watching TV. Most people don't. We are watching roughly about 30 hours of TV on average, up 40 minutes since last year, according to a study that I referenced in that blog post. But we're doing other things. We've always been doing other things, incidentally. You know, we wake up, we turn on the TV, we get ready for work, we eat breakfast, we turn off the TV, we come home from work, we turn on the TV, we eat our dinner, we do other things, we put dishes away while the TV is in the background. The number one thing we do while watching TV is eating. The number two thing we do is hang out in social media. And so this is finally, after 60 years of zombie-like nature, we have finally been given a chance to reconnect with our humanity. And it's been so long that we forgot that that's who we were. But it is who we are. We are social beings. And so put your pictures of your family out there. I'm telling you, people will want to know. I would want to know, right? I would like to see a picture of Chris probably in what is sunny California. It's novel. Sun. My dad. Sure, it's sunny Colorado. Everybody has sun except for me and Ray. Ray's in Ohio. I think the last time I heard Ray's still in Ohio. I hope you are. It never sunshines. We give it away to the Colorado people and the California people. Yep. Yeah, right. That's good to know. So, yeah, it would be nice to see some sun. I bet you Chris probably even occasionally goes to the beach in February. That's just mind-boggling. Ugh, I would like to see that. All right. So just remember that it seems unusual that we want to connect with people, but it's only because we've been spending the last 60 years looking at a TV. It is not unusual at all. Check it out, people. Check it out. Smartphone owners now outnumber basic phone users. Let me close some more windows here before I kill my entire computer. Okay, here it is. Let me get you the link. We have 330 days of sun in Colorado. What? I was there last week. Oh, you guys are killing me. Well, did you take a picture of it, Chris? And if you did, would you please post it here? Oh, 330 days. Oh, I think, Ray, what do we have? 330 days of rain? Take pictures of that, people. I have to live vicariously through you all. Just saying. So look at this. Look at this. Only a few years ago, I can't say the word. Smartphone users were still considered early adopters. Now, smartphone owners outnumber those with basic mobile devices. A new study suggests, according to Pew Internet and American Life Project, the growth of smartphones is not just occurring among young adults and financially well off. Fast adoption is happening across a wide range of demographic groups, from rural residents to those in their 50s. Nearly half, 46% of U.S. adults use smartphones as of February 2012, up 11% since May of 2011. This is crazy, and why this is crazy is this. If you have a business, you should be understanding that people are increasingly coming to your online properties through their smartphone. It's handy. While they're watching TV, for example, they're like, boy, I wonder, I need to figure out where we're going to have our wedding. Why don't I look for, country clubs in Medina, Ohio, for example, on their smartphone while they're watching TV. I guarantee you that search happens. How is your web presence online from a mobile perspective? Look at it. Put your website in there. Trust me, people are looking at all sorts of things on their smartphone. And if you have a restaurant, forget about it. I mean, restaurants, movies, anything, like a coffee shop. If you sell anything to a consumer, they're going to look for it, I think, right? Is there an example where they would not, the phone number for the tire store because you just had a flat tire, the address of where you're going to get your oil changed. It just goes on, and these are all things that you would do on your smartphone. So just be aware that this is incredibly fast moving. So here it says, adoption rates are still stronger among certain demographics, college graduates, 18 to 35-year-olds, and those with annual household incomes of $75,000 or more are 60% more likely to have a smartphone. Now, what does that mean? Rich people, smart people have smartphones. Would you like to sell something to a rich, smart person? Then get a mobile strategy. I'm telling you. Seniors, those 65 and over, experience the least growth in mobile adoption, as only 13% of those demographic have a smartphone. So that's interesting, right? If you cater to the 65 and year over audience, you have some time. All right. What else is going on? Let me see here. What else? Facebook. Okay, I needed to show you this. Facebook timelines for brands. This is a complete guide. Let me get you this. You should understand. Do you know that in Facebook there are now timelines? Here, you want to see my timeline? Hold on, let me get you this link. Here's the link. And if you've never seen a Facebook timeline, you're about to, with any kind of luck, if I would press enter. So here you come over here, and what it does is, so this is a picture of an inside cafe in Las Vegas. So that's my picture that I have there. And what you should understand here is this, that this looks to organize your entire life. Right? Born, here it is, September 28th, Medina, Ohio. From 1990, I graduated from Medina High School. 1994 to 2012, graduated from Baldwin Wallace. 2007 to 2012, then it starts filling out. Here we go. Now, look. There's a picture of me and Leanne Evans in 2007. Simon Heseltine took it. I'm still friends with both of those people. So, and you can just look back here. You can see all these people that wished me a happy birthday. Mark Poirier says, okay, like I'm going to wish you happy birthday now so you can come and do the same for me tomorrow, okay? See how nice that is? There's a picture. What I'm telling you is it is archiving your entire existence. And it's nice. It is cool. Yeah, it does take a while. Let's see. It takes forever to load. Yeah, did you see yourself? Right. It takes forever to load. What a pain. You and Becky Ryan and Matt Bailey. Yeah, you know him? Absolutely. Matt Bailey just lives down the street from me. I don't know if he's in North Canton. I can't remember. Yeah, right. David Temple, you got it. They're all my peeps. We all hang out at the shows. Yeah. I mean, it's so fun. So at any rate, this is very interesting. It's kind of freaky, right? That somebody can look at your entire life. But now let me see here. Pat Smith. Does she have a timeline? I don't know. Pat Smith is a friend of mine, passed away a couple of years ago. I don't know if you can see her timeline or not. I don't know. It doesn't. Info. Let me look at info. Hold on. Let's see. All right. So yeah, maybe I can't see her stuff. I don't know. But at any rate, I honestly think about this because I think, in the unlikely event that someday I happen to die, which incidentally I think will never happen, I'm going to fight it every chance I can get. But if I happen to, in 100 years, audio crashed when timeline came up. Oh no. Can you hear me? Let's see. Can you still hear me? In and out. Oh, okay. You know what happened there? I think I was sucking down the bandwidth. Okay, I'll stop surfing. I'm sorry. Thank you. Okay, you can hear me? It only crashed for a minute. Okay, good. All right. Good. So this is, one of these things. Excellent. Okay, good news. So this is one of these things that I think about, in the unlikely event that I happen to pass away someday, there will be this interesting timeline monument. And what if I have grandchildren, right? What if I have great-grandchildren? Wouldn't it be cool for them to be able to come over to my Facebook timeline and see what great-granddad Sage did for his life? Wouldn't that be interesting? Right? I have a half-brother. He loves digging into the whole family history. Wouldn't it be great if he had Facebook timelines? He would love it. I would love it. Again, it comes back to that connecting. We are social beings. We want to connect. And so, and it could be a whole series of things. It could be like, let's look at the people who lived in our house before us, right? Wouldn't that be interesting to know? My house, I don't know, is probably going on 100 years old. Wouldn't it be interesting to be able to see the lives of the people that lived in my house before me? I would love that. I would just love it. So, but at any rate, the point is, these timelines are coming to brand pages. And you should understand that this is happening. As of Wednesday, brands can opt into new features. If you're not familiar with them, review them here. So there's an article here on Mashable you can check out. Some prominent changes include a new layout with cover photo, highlighting features, and the ability to edit and update without navigating to a separate page. Timelines will automatically go live for all brand pages March 30th, okay? It's going to happen with or without you. As predicted, these new features will be a huge opportunity for brands that want to tell a more engaging and authentic story. Timeline makes it easier for people to find information by pushing the info section, photos, apps, and map to the top of the page in a clear navigation. Even the president has jumped on board. Of course he has, because he's one of the greatest marketers on planet Earth. Some feel that this could be a potential downfall for companies who do not excel at providing engaging content or brands with various operations compared to those who concisely define themselves under one umbrella. Other qualms about timeline include the fact that it can only be filled as far as 1800. Isn't that interesting? With some brands claim restrict their complete history. You can go back to 1800 on your website, on your timeline. Awesome, right? regardless, gives all companies the opportunity to get creative with cover photos and their overall presence on social media, as we've already begun to see with early adopters. And you can come and check out what other people have done. This is an opportunity to create a more engaging and authentic presence online. What I want you to understand is this, people, that social media is not something that business wanted. I guarantee you, if business had the opportunity to stop social media in its tracks, it would. It would. It hates it. It hates having to do this stuff. Just ask the movie and music industry how much they enjoy social media. Yeah, that's true. It also implies more man hours spent curating this content. It sure does. It's going to take some time, but the benefits are significant because you are connecting with people in an incredibly powerful way. Connection is the secret. Oh my gosh, I just almost saw an accident. That was insane. But all's well that ends well. Okay, so at any rate, that is the essence of this, that people want to connect. You could go back to the 1600s on your timeline when the sages came to this country. See, there you go. Wouldn't that be good? Timelines. Back to the 1600s. I bet someday that'll happen, right? Maybe. I don't know. You could fill that stuff in somehow. So this is time consuming, but I'm here to tell you it is valuable because people want to connect with the businesses that they work with. They want a connection. We are not machines. In fact, we are the opposite. We are emotional beings that happen to think. Okay, I want you to remember that. What happened was, somebody put frontal lobes on the top of our brain, okay? God, nature, somebody did it. I don't know. But it's an add-on feature, okay? It's like adding on a sunroof or leather to your car. It was just an add-on to an entire brain that a lot of other strategic alliance between Facebook and Ancestry.com. That is a good idea. Oh, all right. See, now look at what's going on here with you guys connecting. I love it. I buy what you say about connection, but my boss doesn't. How can I prove our customers want this connection? How can you prove it? Well, you could ask them. Why don't you do a survey? You could get a survey monkey and say, hey, would you like to know more about us? Would you come to our site in social media? If you have their emails, you could, and that would be the first thing to do, is to engage them. What type of businesses and customers do you have? Business to business, actually. Most of my people, software. What about your competitors? Yeah. So absolutely, my competitors are doing this for sure. And what about your competitors? Maybe that's what you're saying, answering the other person's question. That's exactly right. What are your competitors doing? Are they already on there? What I know is for a fact that when I am strategically marketing a company online, we are oftentimes pulling new customers into this company through online media that their competitors have no idea is happening. If you aren't online, you have no idea what kind of engagement there is out there. And so it's a huge opportunity. It's like sucking the oil out from underneath your neighbor's land, They don't even know. They have no idea. So are they engaging with your potential clients? Yeah, right? So if you aren't engaging with your customers, your competitors will. It's exactly right. Look, my father-in-law, 35 years on the road as a traveling salesman, left Monday morning, came home Friday night, selling plastic conveyor belts. Plastic conveyor belts, the most boring industrial product you could ever imagine. And why did he do it? Because people buy from who they know and who they like, no matter what you are selling. If you're in industrial sales, industrial products, Do you have a sales team? I bet you do. And I bet you go out and meet people. That's all we're doing here, is we are engaging people. You ever taken a client to lunch? Have you ever bought a client a present or a Christmas gift? You're not doing that to quantify your relationship or quantify the value of your product. You're doing it to engage with them. You're doing it to separate yourself from your competitors. Okay? See what I'm saying? You're doing it to get to deepen your relationship, and that's what social media is doing. But it's easier than having to go to lunch with I do not go to lunch with vendors. And it's not, I mean, I like lunch. I like free lunch. I just have no interest in sitting talking to them during lunch. But I will definitely read their Twitter profile. I have a vendor Twitter list that I go in and I just see what my vendors are up to, because it's on my time and it's very casual and I don't have to come up with some witty conversation and smile and laugh at all their ridiculous jokes. I hate doing that. Ugh. But I mean, it's not that I don't want to connect, it's just exhausting for me. But I will connect with them on social media. And so there are people like that, you know? It is just a way to connect. That's all I'm saying. All right. So, yeah. I doubt you would have any problems coming up with witty conversation. Well, flattery will get you everywhere. I don't know. Sometimes I really enjoy hanging out with you all. Like, it's really, I always say it, but I always enjoy this. But I don't know, you know, sometimes like I said, I do not go to lunch with vendors because it's just exhausting. Okay, anyways, I will go to lunch with a client if they want, for sure, but not a vendor. So let's see. Justin Bieber fans break social media world record. Thought you should know about this, everybody. Check it out. Justin Bieber rallied fans Thursday to donate to charity water for his 18th birthday. His fans were also busy trying to break the world. Come on, computer, you can do it. The Guinness World Records mark for the most social media messages sent in a 24-hour period. So what you should understand here is Justin Bieber. So lunch once in a while is good for your business too. They are the ones who can refer a new business to you too. You're probably right. You're right. See, I should do it. But I prefer the social media. I would rather just hang out with you on Facebook or Twitter. That's what I would like. That's where I would prefer to chat with you, you know? So, but I mean, you're right. So, but at any rate, this is you know, pretty interesting. So early results from Agency.net, the creator of Bieber's official website, show that fans' attempt appear to have already broken the previous record of 209,000 mentions set by Beat Cancer Everywhere campaign in 2009. So what is happening here is Justin Bieber is engaging his fans to help with a charity. And so this is pretty powerful that, you know, he's using his connections with these people to do good in society. And again, that is really very, very powerful. Something that you could do. 5 years on YouTube, it says here. I swear you're going to be famous one day. You're awesome. Comment on YouTube. 5 years ago. So look at this. This is a timeline for Justin Bieber. 2007, Justin's YouTube channel is called Kid Raul, after Justin's father, who called himself Lord Raul. Justin's mother creates a profile on YouTube. And it just goes on and on. You can read the whole thing. But at any rate, it's pretty interesting. Maybe this was the thing here. Let's see. Mathematical. Now the moment of truth. Will people... I forget what that is. This is the NASCAR thing here. Yeah, I think these are the ones, let's see, that I wanted to tell you. Stop stealing dreams. No, Facebook message on Ohio. I don't want to get involved in the Ohio shooter thing. It's kind of depressing, but it has a lot of social media connotations as well. Social plays a part of every important happening on planet Earth right now. I mean, you wouldn't disagree, right? Oh yeah, can I put a link to the Bieber article? For sure I can, for sure. Hold on one second. Let me get you that. Yeah, I mean, just think about it. Do you know anything that has gone on that had any kind of importance that has not had a social component? It's you know, the people went right to this shooter's Facebook page and sure enough found some incriminating evidence, you know. It's what you do. Rocky, my wife, I don't know, you all know that, right? I keep saying that, but in case you don't, you know, she's my wife. She went to his Facebook page before it was taken down. It's just what you did. I forgot to do it, of course, you know. All right, okay. So at any rate, I think those are the stories that I wanted to tell you. You guys doing anything good for the weekend? I'm thinking about going to the car show, the Cleveland Auto Show. I haven't been to one in a long time. I mean, it's shiny metal things. That'll be good. That's all I've got planned. I don't know. I'm planning a trip with my new camper at the end of March down to Florida. That's my big plan. So I got to get my camper all ready to go. That's what I got going on. All right. I won't bore you guys with more of my ridiculous life. But I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. You liked it? Thank you. I'm so glad you did. I try my best. You know, sometimes I look back and I'm like, oh, I have winners. Camper prep for you. What kind of camper do you have? So I've got a pop-up. I don't know the name of it. Thanks for the interview. Oh, sure. Who is that? Oh, David Temple. Oh, you're back in the U.S. And go to lunch with a vendor. Okay, I will. Are you a vendor? If you are, I'll go to lunch with you. I'll even buy. If there is a vendor on this thing, let me know. And I will go to lunch with you. And I will have a good time. And come to SeaWorld in San Antonio. Word. Okay, I will. Here's the greatest SeaWorld on planet Earth, the San Antonio SeaWorld. All right. Okay, David, it's good to see you guys. I'm not a vendor, but I'll go to lunch with you if you come to California. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Hook me up. You can tweet me at Sage Rock. You know, just hit me at Twitter. Hold on. Sage Rock. I'll go to a virtual lunch. Yeah. You guys, hold on. Let me do that with this. This is where I spend most of my, put most of my free content is on Twitter. So, yeah, I'll do a virtual lunch. Just, like, send me a message on Twitter. Okay, I don't know what a virtual lunch is. I hope it includes real food, although I'm kind of on a diet, so virtual food might actually be good. I have, like, 6 more pounds to lose. I'm getting there. The weekends are the hardest. All right, everybody. Yeah. If I will do lunch with any of you guys are the best. And it's great to see you all. I'm so glad you were here. That's really, 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 really cool. Yeah, oh, for sure. You want me to? I would do it, but I don't want to gross you guys out. I got a gut. I got a little tummy. It's got to go away. 6. All right. Okay, you all take care. You guys are great. Okay, everybody, have a great weekend. I'll see you all this next week, 3:15, same time, same place. All right, have a fantastic weekend. Bye, everybody. Bye.